You may ask yourself. No. Let's do this. But, how did I get here? But if I end up talking about it, I talk about it. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to keep anything from you, but there's so many things going on that talking about an incident that happened. It's not an incident. It profoundly affected me. And the 4th of July, it didn't even happen on the 4th of July, so we don't recognize, or I don't recognize, the actual day my son passed away. I just recognized the day my son was supposed to be born, which may or may not have happened that way. I was supposed to be born on the 16th. I believe St. Patrick's Day is actually the 17th, but I think I believe my day I was supposed to be born was the 16th of March. I was very premature. So just because the date is set doesn't mean that that's the day. But the reason that the 4th of July was set is because that was the 9 months. And they might have fudged it even still. But that day was given when we were still kind of happy to have everything going on. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm somber, and 4th of July hits me hard because what was supposed to be my happiest day never came. I said I was going to try not to talk about it, but that's what happened. Yeah. My then girlfriend, who later became my wife, miscarried and had to have a procedure done, which in some states is now illegal because of the overturning of Roe versus Wade. And as it was explained to us, there was no question about having the procedure, but they did explain that if we did not have the procedure, could cost my wife her life. One of the if she didn't have the procedure, it could have costed her life. So that is, that is why I am pro-choice all the way. It's not the reason why I'm pro-choice. I was pro-choice even before that, but I'm pro-choice all the way. I am very anti-government involved in people's lives, involved in women's lives, involved in this. And I used to be Republican because of that, but because of where the Republicans took their stance, and most people don't realize that the party used to be pro-choice. Smaller government meant getting out of our lives. And why they became anti-choice, I don't know. And I'm not going to call them pro-life, because it's not pro-life. You have no regard for the woman's life, the baby's life, or anything like that. So there is no pro-life in what your that stance is. It's just anti-choice. It is taking your own personal beliefs and pushing them upon somebody else. And to me, that's bullying. So welcome to the way it is. And what's the one thing I hate most of all? I hate fucking bullies. I don't like when the government's bullying. There's no need for it. You already take so much from us anyway. Why do you have to frickin' bully us as well? And 71% of Americans, 71%, when half your party is pro-choice, it's time to freaking think of why we're doing things. And this whole fucking anti-discrimination bullshit that's going on pisses me off even more. It's not helping. It is not giving somebody who is more qualified the ability to go in there. The elitism of Ivy League schools prohibit poor white Americans. The only difference is that they also prohibit rich non-white Americans. And if you think that, Asian Americans are not discriminated against, they are. And it's not the reverse. It's not, they can't allow those, we're not going to allow these Asian Americans into the school. No, it's nothing to do with that. The right for a business to refuse service, or public business to refuse service. I was always thinking, then don't shop there. You're not forced to shop anywhere. But if you're a public business, you have to serve republic includes transgender people. You have to serve them. Otherwise, go private. Be a private business. But never mind. I can't say it because the Supreme Court is allowing this discrimination. And this discrimination is going to happen. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop with transgender. It's not going to stop with people who are LGBT. And it's not going to stop with people who are their gender. It's not going to stop with the color of people's skin. It's not going to stop. Because when the Supreme Court has to hear how people are discriminating against Republicans, white males, old white males, person is being discriminated because they're wearing a hat. Person is being discriminated, and you know what? It does go against the person's belief. It goes against my belief. I don't like bullies. Why should I be forced to serve somebody who's a bully? I mean, that's exactly what the Supreme Court bullshit is all about. Do you think it's going to stop? No. It's just hate for hate's sake. Hate is going to create more hate, which is going to create more hate. Instead of learning to live with each other and grow with each other, we are going to become isolationists, and we're going to basically separate ourselves. You know, and it's one of the reasons why somebody brings up Jim Crow laws and stuff like that. It's not because this has anything to do with Jim Crow laws, because it doesn't. Could the Jim Crow laws be enacted because people based on the color of their skin? Yes, that could happen again. And I worry that it's happening within my lifetime. Again. Why are prisons disproportionately people of color? Why? In prisons, it should be 13% black. If we're going by how the nation is saying, it's not that white people are committing less crimes. I mean, we freaking elected a freaking grifter to be our president. Freaking ruin this country, and people just want that again. And I hear all this bullshit about how they're leaving him in droves, and they're not. They're scared to leave him. They think that for some reason that MAGA group is so important, it's going to get them elected. They just allow all the crimes it is. Guess what? That MAGA group, because you're so scared of them, will get Donald Trump elected. It won't get anybody else elected. Won't get DeSantis. Won't get, I don't know who the fuck else you think is going to run. You guys need to take a hard Republicans need to take a hard stance, but you're not. And the bullshit with the Supreme Court, because they got elected by a freaking whack job president, with a whack job freaking Senate, with a whack job freaking House, because everything was controlled. That was systematic and set up, and the problem is that it is destroying this nation. Destroying this nation, and it's not stopping here. And instead of smaller government and more control by the people, we're having larger government and spending going out of control. the streets and all the bad stuff. Like it is, we are just a nation of mess. There is nothing great about us anymore. Number of people incarcerated, the number of weapons we have because of our military-industrial complex, and the number of people that believe in angels. That's what we're number one in. Nothing else. And we're not even in the top 10 for most everything else. I fucking hate getting political. And I did. So there's my political stance. The political stance is anti-bully. If you want to know how I feel about something, ask yourself: is this issue bullying somebody on any side? And that's the stance I'm on. I'm against the bully. Always. 100% of the time. That's basically the hill I die on. It's the reason why people think like, oh, he loves the Confederate flag. No, I hate the fact that people bully people who have the Confederate flag. You wouldn't want to be bullied for the flag that you want to fly. But forcing your way into our Capitol building and flying the Confederate flag there is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Not a patriot. Patriots do not take a foreign flag and fly it in our Capitol building. It's the exact opposite of a patriot. Even if the nation or representation is fiction, you do not take a foreign flag and fly it in our capital, inside our capital. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I don't even think you should call yourself American at that point. And that's bullying, and you know where I stand on that issue. Forcing your way into the Capitol is bullying. I don't care if you get shot and killed. You probably deserve it. But that's how I feel about it. Really simple. Very cut and dry. Love should be the answer. Bullies do not use love. It's that simple. It's that simple. Alright. I'm here. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. I don't even know. I think I have time, actually. Not that much time. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time doing it. Yeah. And if you put cool beans in, that would be awesome. I would love it if you wrote cool beans. Just means that you watched the video all the way to this point. You could have skipped to the end of it and heard this and said, oh, I should write cool beans. If you did that, that's great too. Some people have watched the video, a lot of the video, which is like very impressive to me. My views are up and my time is up. That's amazing. It's nowhere near what I could get monetized for, but I don't care about that. It's amazing that it's happening. It's amazing that things are up. We're going in the right direction. And that's thanks to you. That's thanks to everybody who watches it. And that's why you guys you mean so much to me. Tomorrow I am going to talk. I'm going to try to talk about art if I talk about my son, it's because it's the day, and I do not know when that video will be streamed. Um, I don't want to go dark, but I'm going to go dark. Uh, it's it's not a matter. It's just I really don't want to deal with people, and I don't really want to say things that I don't mean because I'm hurt, I'm angry. Um, it's probably a reason why I talked about politics. Um, and yeah, I have a lot of good things I want to talk about. I have art ideas that are coming up. I just came up with an incredible idea, and who knows, I might revitalize my Dakimakuras because holy cow, like I can actually see them. I have to sketch them out, but I can actually see like what an entire line of cubing original work as Dakimakuras. I can see it, and I'd love to make it happen and see where it goes from there. So yeah, so take care, and I'll see you on the flip side. All right? Okay, bye.